Hey guys, today's a day for repairs. I'm finally going to fix this quail hutch here. It's just, and I'll show you here in a minute what it is, but it was just this part of the quail hutch has a solid bottom and uses a sandbox, and it was warped, and the bottom was peeling down, so it was, sand coming out all the time and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it needed to be replaced, that bottom piece, so I've already pried it off there. I just got a crowbar and pried it off because it was pretty weathered and pretty bad. So now I'm going to clean up a little bit underneath this hutch. I mean, it's a good time to do it. Underneath here, I've got all this sand that came out of there when I took that board off. So I'm going to clean all that up because I got to put another board on, and I don't want to be working underneath here and all the quail manure and sand and stuff. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit before I get started. But basically what I'm going to do is just cut another board and screw it on there, put it on there, so so I'll have another solid piece. Seems like, things always break around here. My watering system, my water bucket for my rabbits also broke, so I'm gonna have to fix it too, but that should be a fairly easy fix. I'm gonna get this done first. This actually shouldn't be too tough. So I don't know that you need to stand here and watch me shovel stuff, but I'll be back with you here in just a few minutes. That's probably good enough. All right, off to the compost pile, empty this, and then, whew, it's already getting warm. And then we'll get on to cutting the bottom piece, put it in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pick out some birds to move over here. We'll get into that here in just a minute, but I picked, today's actually a good day to do this because it's a little bit cooler today than it has been. We got some cloud cover, probably some storms coming in a little bit later, so I think it's only about 85 degrees. Much better than the 95 it has been. So could be a lot worse, but this is probably 2 years worth of droppings underneath that hutch. So this is what it looks like, about 2 years worth of droppings from that one hutch. But I'm gonna go get it emptied into the compost pile, and then I'll be back with you guys here in just a few minutes. Oh, it's heavy. All right, so you can tell I got my piece of wood out here, and I've already done the measuring. I need a 37.5 by 33. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this up. Let's see, where's my marker? There's my marker. So we got 37.5. Mark that at a few spots right through here. 37.5. 37.5. And that should be a fairly tight fit in there, but that's gonna be okay. I need a tight fit. Oh, where's my straight edge? There's my straight edge. All right, make sure I'm off yeah, I am off that. So now what I'm gonna do is set me up a little makeshift straight edge here so I can get my saw on here, and that's what I need, right like that. And that should be about right. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. It just has to be pretty darn close. And I can't cut a straight edge freehand. So just clamp this down. So that doesn't move. Let's see. What am I looking at here? I got just about 1 3/8. Oh, get my other. Whoa, I'm gonna knock it off there. 1 and, ooh, I'm way off over here. Right about there's where it needs to be. See if I can get a clamp on there. Okay, make sure I'm not too close to my workbench underneath. Don't want to cut it up. Look at that again, see where I'm at. Oh yeah, I should be plenty. And then, hopefully my battery's charged up enough. We're just gonna cut this. Oh, I gotta lower my saw a little bit. I'm set way too shallow. Yeah, I am set way too shallow. I gotta remember how to do it. I think right here. Yep, that's exactly how to do it. All right, there we go. Okay, we're ready to go. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. I gotta go change the battery real quick. All right, got the new battery here. You know, honestly, I was thinking about this. I probably should have just got the table saw out. Would have been easier, I bet. But, oh well, I'm already halfway through this. Yeah, I may have to go get the table saw. I don't know that this saw has enough power to get all the way through there. Are we cutting all the way through? Yeah, we're cutting all the way through. Yeah, battery powered saw does not have the power I need to go through 3/4 inch. This isn't 3/4 inch. It's 1/4 inch half plywood, but it's not got the power. All right, change plans. I'm gonna move this up to the garage, get the table saw out, cut it on the table saw. So I got the table saw all set up here, as you can see. And let me just make sure I got it set up correctly. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Yep, here we go then. Let's turn it on and feed the board through. It's gonna be loud. So, I gotta do some measuring here. Make sure I get this right. 37.5, so this one's gonna be 33. So, let's see. Where's 33 in here? I probably don't need to mark it. I could probably just measure it on the table saw, but I always like to mark it just to be sure I'm right. I need to set this thing down. I can't mark standing up like that. All right. Let's see, make sure I'm doing the right side. Yeah, that's 37.5. Then we're gonna go 33 this way. So, 33. 33. Okay. is that off this board. It's 6 1/4, so adjust my fence here and we'll get back to it. Well, let's see. Right about there. Looks right. Check it again just to be sure. Yeah, that's right. Okay, again, that's the piece that's 37 1/2. So it turns and can't get that clipped on my belt. On my pocket, I should say. There we go. Good grief, that was hard. So, wait a minute, I've forgotten already. Make sure I'm right. 37 1/2. Yeah, 37 1/2. So I need to turn it. Where's my marks? There they are. So this will be cut this way, yeah. Let's turn it around. It'll be cut just like that. That's the way it's gonna go. Okay. Forgot that. All right, cut. Now, let me get the table saw put away, and I'll meet you back there by the quail hutch with a drill, well, screw gun anyway, impact driver probably, some screws. We'll get this put on. Whew. Tell you what, it's not too terribly hot out, but good grief, it is humid. It feels like the rain's just going to drip out of the sky at any second. All right, let me get this all put up. All right. Are these screws long enough? I'm not sure these screws are long enough now that I look at them. Oh yeah, they should be. They should be plenty long enough. So what I'm going to do is put a couple of screws around the edges of these, so when I put it up underneath there, I don't have to worry about getting a screw. I mean, they're already there. I can just screw them in, if that makes sense. So hopefully I get them placed just right. Which side's which? I think, measure, make sure I know what I'm doing here. I think that should be 37. Yeah, that's the long side. So, the long side is going to have screw, let's see, right there. And where are they? Oh. And out there, right out there towards the edge. Hopefully, I cut this tight enough that I can just stick it in there and it'll stick. You know, the weight, the tightness of it will hold it up. If not, I'm going to have to go get a couple of clamps and clamp them on to hold it in place while I screw it in. But we're about to find out. Let's move the camera. All right, here's the moment of truth. Oh yeah, that's going to be a tight fit, I think. Maybe too tight. Yeah, it may be too tight. This may be tricky. We're going to see what we can do here. Need to know, but that's good. It's tight enough. Where's my, get my mallet out of here. To tap it forward. Oh yeah, that's looking good. That's pretty good. That worked out pretty well, I think. Just about right. Got a little bit of a problem here though. Got some buildup on here I need to break away so I can get the board all the way up there. There we go, that should do it. Woo. Yeah, that's tight, all right. I'm not sure if I got those screws on the side in there just right or not. We'll see what we can do. All right, let's see. Yeah, that went in pretty good. That did too. The side ones I'm worried about. We'll see how they do. Yeah, I don't think that's close enough to the edge. Let's do it this way. Oh man. That's not good. Yeah, it's not hitting the board. Okay, got a little bit of a problem. You guys probably can't see it from here, but I don't have enough room to screw into those boards there. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is put another board on the inside. But let me see. Let me see if I pound this up into place. The rest of these will go in. So yeah, I got a little bit of a problem right there too. It's like concrete. Here, where's that mallet? Let's try beating that out of there. Oh, I just broke it. Got some sandy buildup there that didn't want to let that board go all the way up. Let's see what we can do here. Yep, I got one right there. I don't think that went in. Yeah, it's not tight for some reason. There we go, that's better. That's better. Let's see about the back side. Ow, son of a gun, that's hot. We look inside. See, my problem that I've got is that when I built this hutch, I wasn't thinking about it. I put the legs on the inside of this frame instead of the outside of this frame. So, and let me open it up. I'll show you kind of what I'm dealing with. So you can see, I don't have anything to screw to. I put a 2x4 there and a 2x4 here, which that seems like that should work. That should be enough. But it's, for some reason, I just can't catch those boards. I may need to go get some longer screws. So I'm gonna go get some longer screws, try those out, see if those will suck that board up to it or not. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, well, I got that done, and just like any chore, it seems like it was way more work than it should have been, but it's done. So what I ended up doing is putting a couple of boards across here. I'll bring you in here in a second. Putting a couple of just spare 2x2s. Just little chunks of them here that I put across the back there, screwed them to the back wall. They gave me something to screw to underneath and hold that wood up. So let me bring you in close and I'll show you kind of what it looks like now. Maybe you can see this kind of dark inside there, but back here along the side there, I'm in the way, I know, but that's where I put those two boards. And I put two up at the front as well, same way, and just screwed them to that, so I had somewhere to screw the board from underneath up to it. So it's time to add some sand now. Luckily I had some, I didn't have to go get any. But I'm gonna open that bag up, get it spread around there. And then this hutch is functional again. Oh, 50-pound bag of sand is heavy. You'll also notice I took the wire out. The hardware cloth that was on the floor, I just took it out because it was bunched up. It was, you know, sitting up in the air. It wasn't down flat against the wood, so I figured, well, it's not doing any good, and if anything, it's going to hurt something because all that sand and stuff gets packed under there and you can't clean it out. So I just took it out, and as long as the wood holds up okay, I think it'll be fine. I think this will work just fine. All right, we're ready for birds now. All right, so what I'm going to do here is just pick out a handful of birds. They're going to be my next breeders. I can still tell the young ones from the old ones, so I'm going to be picking out the young ones. They'll be my future breeders. I'm going to put them in that other hutch so I can keep them separate as they grow out. And then, because when I go to process these guys, they'll be big enough, it'll be hard for me to tell the older ones from the younger ones apart. So I'm going to pick out 10 hens, 2 roosters from the younger batch, and move them over to the new hutch. And I'm not going to do anything I'm not going to be too crazy about being too picky about them. I'm just going to grab a couple of roosters and a couple of hens. Let's see, what is that? There's a hen. So there's one hen. There's another hen right there. There we go. There's 2 hens. What are you? What are you? What are you? Okay, come on, come on. And that's another hen. So we got 3 hens. There's a rooster right there. 1 rooster. 3 hens and a rooster. Got to keep track. There's a young hen right there. 4 hens. What is that? Is that another rooster? Yeah, that's a rooster. So I got my roosters. 4 hens. I need 6 more hens. You're a rooster. I think you're a hen, aren't you? Nope, you're a rooster. May have to go to the other side. I think I'll just move these guys over to the other hutch, and then I'll come back and get the rest, let them calm down for a minute. All right, got them in their hutch, just got to give them some food, make sure their water's working, and this chore is done. Let's see, is your water working? Water's working. You guys are good to go. All right. Well, I put that off for a while. I should have been doing that long ago, but get my hat all straightened up here. It's all a mess, isn't it? But it's done now. Like I said, turned into a bigger chore than it should have been. And at least it's not terribly hot out, but it is humid as can be, so I'm just drenched with sweat now. But that's okay. Could be a lot worse. I got one more thing I got to get done, and then the chores are done, because luckily my wife went and picked in the garden today, so I didn't have to do that. She saved me that hassle. So I'm gonna get my mess cleaned up here, and then we'll go take care of the water, the bucket for the rabbits. I got a way I'm gonna do that. All right, so maybe you can see this problem I've got with my watering system up here is the handle broke. So it's just kind of sitting here wedged against there. It can't hold much water this way. So I got to take this down. It broke during the week, and I thought, well, it'll hold till weekend to get this all taken care of. So I got to take this down and get it fixed. I don't need that rope in my hand. And I'm going to do this pretty easily, actually. This isn't going to be a big deal. I'm not going to replace the entire bucket. The bucket itself's still good. It's just the handle that's broke. So we're just going to put in build a new handle out of some rope. There we go. I'll get that out of there. Oh. All right, where's my rope? So, this is pretty simple. I'm gonna do a barrel sling, is basically what I'm gonna do. So we just lay the rope, about halfway. That's right about halfway, I think. Lay it out there, set the barrel on top of it, bring the rope over the top. We're gonna do an overhand knot right there. Let me get the can't. I got too much rope here hanging out. There we go. Overhand knot right here. Like so. And then separate that out to go on either side. And we'll just run it right down through there, I think. Right down through there. Pull that tight. There we go. Get me a little bit more rope on that side. And then we'll just do a square knot here at the top. I don't need that much. Probably about right there. And that's about all there is to it. And then I can just hang that up. So that'll work, and that won't fall apart. All right, I got it tied up in there. Now we're gonna find out if it holds up when it's got water in it or not. That thing's leaking, running right down my arm. Come on. Ugh. All right. Get it all filled up. Oh, my rope failed. Can't get it back underneath it. There we go, there we go. Oh, that may not be working in the end, I don't know. I may just have to drill some holes in the bucket, tie it up that way. But this will work for right now. So we'll get them watered for today. I'm gonna take care of the rest of it later. I got other things I gotta get done today. I gotta go can some tomatoes and pickles and get some of that produce out of the garden taken care of. But yeah, that's not working at all. Maybe I need a thicker rope, I don't know. I've used this kind of barrel sling before, but anyway, they got water for now. You know, they say best laid plans, right? It just never seems to be easy. That should not have been difficult to do. That should have been easy, but either way, it's not working. So what I'll probably do is, like I said, just drill some holes in the side of that bucket, run the rope through and tie it up that way. That's just, we only got a couple more months left of summertime anyway, and I'll have to be taking the whole system down, but it's okay. I'll get it figured out later. Right now it's still, I mean, it's up there enough, it's holding enough water. It's up there enough that it's holding enough water, they're gonna be fine, they got enough to drink. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, there's a beagle howling. Somebody's walking their dog out here and he's just howling away. I like beagles. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I got the chores done. Like I said, always harder than it needs to be for some reason, but they're done. So I feel pretty good. I got something accomplished, and there's still plenty left to do. The garden's producing like crazy, so there's all that produce to take care of. It's overwhelming sometimes, but that's okay. It could be a lot worse. God has blessed me with an abundance. I should not complain about that. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today on this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, God bless.